It is 2 o'clock in the morning. The house is completely silent. You are exhausted and you close your eyes to sleep. And then, without warning, your brain forces you to watch a movie. It plays back a 30-second conversation you had earlier today, or perhaps a conversation you had 5 years ago. You analyze the tone of your voice. You analyze the exact look on their face when you spoke. A wave of cringe and embarrassment washes over you. You rewrite the script in your head. You tell yourself, I should have said this instead. And the strange part is, you don't want to think about it anymore, but your mind won't let it go. If this feels familiar, there is something important you need to understand. This is not random, and it's not weakness. There is a reason your mind keeps replaying conversations, and once you see it clearly, you will never look at your thoughts the same way again. Society will tell you that you are just insecure. They call it overthinking and tell you to just let it go. But psychology has a specific term for this. It is called post-event processing, or rumination. You are not crazy. You are not fundamentally broken. Your brain is acting as a highly advanced threat detection machine. It is running a psychological autopsy on a social interaction to ensure you survive the next one. You are replaying the conversation because your brain is desperately trying to solve a puzzle. Your mind treats social moments like important data. Every word, every reaction, every tone, because to your brain, your place in other people's minds matters. It affects your safety, your belonging, your identity. So after a conversation, your brain goes back and asks, did we do okay? Are we safe? Did we say something that could push people away? And because there is no clear answer, it keeps running the scene again. Like a detective reviewing footage, looking for clues, looking for certainty. But here's the problem. Human conversations are not clear. People are complex, signals are mixed, meaning is hidden. So your brain never finds a final answer, and the loop continues. Now here's where it gets even deeper. People who replay conversations the most are usually the ones who notice the most. They pick up on small details, the slight change in tone, the forced smile, the hesitation before a reply, things other people don't even register. And because they see more, they have more to analyze. It's like your brain is watching life in high definition. Every detail is sharp, every moment is stored, and later, replayed. Not because you want to suffer, but because your mind is trying to understand everything. There is another layer to this, one that most people never talk about. For many people, this habit didn't start recently. It started a long time ago, in environments where being misunderstood had consequences, where saying the wrong thing could lead to conflict, or rejection, or emotional distance. So your brain learned something very powerful. Pay attention. Review everything. Don't make mistakes. It became a survival strategy. You learned to replay conversations so you could improve them, so you could be more careful next time, so you could stay accepted. And over time, that habit never turned off. Pause again for a moment. When you replay conversations, are you trying to understand others? Or are you trying to fix yourself? That question matters more than it seems. Let's look at how this shows up in real life. You send a message. They read it, but don't reply immediately. Your mind starts filling the silence. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Should I send another message? Hours later, you are still thinking about it. Or maybe you had a meeting. You shared an idea. People nodded, but didn't say much. Now your mind replays the moment. Was that a bad idea? Did I sound confident enough? Did they ignore me on purpose? Or a simple conversation with a friend. They seemed quieter than usual. Now you're thinking, did I do something? Are they pulling away? Did I miss something important? The moment ends, but your mind continues, because it is trying to close an open loop. But some loops were never meant to be closed. Here is the truth most people never realize. You are not replaying conversations to find the truth. You are replaying them because you want control. You want to control how people see you, how they remember you, how they feel about you. You believe that if you analyze enough, you can manage their perception, avoid mistakes, prevent rejection. But there is something your mind hasn't accepted yet. You cannot control how people interpret you. No matter how perfect your words are, no matter how carefully you speak, people will still misunderstand, misinterpret, project their own thoughts onto you. And that is where the loop breaks. Not by finding the perfect answer, but by letting go of the need to control the outcome. This is the subtle shift, the realization that changes everything. Your mind is not broken. It is just trying too hard to protect you from something that cannot be controlled. And once you see that, you can start to respond differently. The next time a conversation starts replaying in your head, pause. Don't fight it immediately. Just notice it and ask yourself one question. Am I trying to understand, or am I trying to control? If you are trying to understand, take the lesson, then let it go. If you are trying to control, remind yourself gently, I can't control their thoughts, and slowly step out of the loop. Because peace doesn't come from solving every conversation. It comes from accepting that not every conversation needs to be solved. Over time, something changes. The replays become quieter, shorter, less intense. You still notice things. You still understand people deeply. But you stop carrying every moment with you. You start leaving conversations where they belong, in the past. And that's when something unexpected happens. You become lighter, calmer, more present, because your mind is no longer stuck in rooms that you already left. In the end, people who replay conversations are not weak. They are aware, they are thoughtful, they care. But they are also holding on to something they were never meant to hold forever. Every word, every reaction, every possibility. And the real growth begins the moment you realize this. You don't need to replay every moment to become better. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is let the moment end. But even when you finally silence the echoes of your past conversations, there is often another, much heavier burden you wake up to the next morning. If you are the kind of person who constantly worries about what other people think of you, you are likely the exact same person who physically refuses to ask anyone for help. You take on every task, you burn yourself out, and you suffer in total silence because you are terrified of being a burden. Society praises you for this. They call you strong. They call you a lone wolf. But psychology calls this hyper-independence, and it is almost always a trauma response. If you want to understand why your brain views relying on others as a threat, and how the massive root systems of the coastal redwoods hold the secret to putting your heavy burden down, click the video on your screen right now. You do not have to carry it all by yourself. I will see you in that video.